Welcome to Raw Yoga Fitness. I'm Annie, and today we're going to be making an apple cinnamon star. It's a really simple dish, only a few ingredients and a few small preparations to make this for yourself or for loved ones, and I think you're going to love it. So the first thing you need to get it out is your ingredients. You'll need an apple or a few, depending how many you're making. So there's an apple, coconut oil, cinnamon, and maple syrup. And you could use other sweeteners too, but I maple syrup. So only 4 ingredients. And we're going to make something very unique and different here. One thing I want to mention about this maple syrup is that it's kind of in a container that looks like it's fake maple syrup, but I just put it in it. It's easier for me to pour. So I would suggest buying, pure maple syrup if you can, because it really has all the nutrients, and the other stuff is just corn syrup. So avoid that. Okay, so we're going to take our apple, and what makes that star is going to be the way that we cut our apple today. So one thing about raw food or any kind of thing with vegetables and fruits is that the more you can kind of play with how you prepare the food, the more interesting it's going to be. So, I bet you never thought about cutting the apple like this. Take our knife and we're going to cut it. So here's our apple. We have you can see the stem and the end part. And we're going to cut the apple right in the middle of that, like this, like so. So what you're going to get on both sides is that beautiful star. Maybe in kindergarten you did that little craft where you put it in paint and make a star. Maybe you didn't, but anyway, so that's where you get that star from, and that's called the apple cinnamon star. So we cut a slice. You want them kind of thin. I mean, the thinner the better. This one's a little thick, but you want them kind of thin because that's going to be what you're eating. So you want them kind of nice and dainty. If it has seeds in it, just kind of put it down and flick the seeds out. And then you're going to get that beautiful star in the middle, which is really nice, and it's really pretty and decorative. And out of each apple, you should get at least, 5 or 6 slices. If you slice it nice and thin, this is nice and thin. This is the better one. See how thin that is? I don't know, what is that? Like a 1/4 of an inch if you can. But you don't want to make it so thin that it breaks. So nice and thin. So I made a few right now. So I'm going to take the 2 of them, and let's do our next step. Take your coconut oil. Coconut oil is so good for you. It has good saturated fat that's going to help you burn fat, actually, and also it's great for your thyroid, which helps your metabolism. It's also proven to help with cardiovascular health, and also great for your skin. You can just put this on your skin. Don't use moisturizer. Use coconut oil. It's fresh, it's clean, there's nothing in it other than the oil. So it's awesome. Anyway, other than that though, you take the coconut oil and you're going to put it on your apple. Just spread it on like you would peanut butter, on top. It's like a nice little clean layer. If your coconut oil is not solid, it's probably because it's warmer where you're at than it is where I am right now, because right now I'm in Chicago and it's freezing. So yeah, you're lucky. It makes it easier to spread. Then you can just kind of pour it on instead of putting it on like butter. So be grateful you're somewhere warm. So I'm just going to make 2 today. And there's coconut oil on both of them. Alright, so you just put the coconut oil, just put it on. Then take your cinnamon and you just kind of dash it, like a little dash of it on. So you're just sprinkling, I guess sprinkle is a better word. Sprinkle a little cinnamon on. You can go kind of heavy, not too much, just sprinkling. Cinnamon is also a great power food. It has, it's actually supposed to lower your blood sugar, I guess, but some diabetes use it, but there's been different research on it, but it's also a great food for your health to add into your diet. Whoa. I'm too excited over here. Okay, so then the last thing we have is maple syrup, and you don't have to even use maple syrup, but it makes it a little sweeter, especially if you have a tartar apple, which if you use a green apple or something like that, just a little bit, just a tiny little dribble. And voila, we'll put it on a beautiful plate. And that is cinnamon apple star, and it's got the beautiful stars. It's like a gorgeous presentation. You can bring it, I brought these to a party once, and I cut them into you can cut it up a little bit into slices, or just eat it how it is, but it's kind of like toast in the morning without all the gluten, and it's all fresh and raw. So take a bite. so good. I have to try this. It's like cinnamon toast. I should call it cinnamon toast. It's amazing. Okay, so try it out. Thanks for watching, and there'll be something up next Thursday, so stay tuned, and I'm so glad you're here. Kathy and I are really grateful to be putting this on, and hope that it's helpful for you. Subscribe, please, if you can subscribe, and let us know how we're doing. Comment below, and we'd love to hear from you. So, alright, till next week.